Hello food fans, going to have breakfast today. Have not had breakfast in a long time, at least in a video. This is a dozen eggs, $4.87 at Aldi, the most recent price that I checked. And we will have a couple of eggs. Do you think eggs are too expensive to be on the plate these days? We might be surprised at how low cost a really good, great big breakfast can be, even with inflation. We have whole wheat bread, and I'm going to have some sausage links, probably 2 sausage links, 2 eggs, and a handful of frozen, sort of like French fries with a little bit of spice in them. And I think these came from Kroger. Most of the stuff came from Aldi's, including, we will have some waffles. It's going to be a big breakfast. Waffles. With what on the waffles, we will have syrup on the waffles, and we'll have a cup of coffee, which I figure costs about the same as it did in the 1940s, about a nickel if you're a cheapskate like me. So let's get started. Each egg is about 40 or 41 cents. They're not as expensive as they might be, although they're probably the most expensive that I've seen during my lifetime. There's an egg there, and an egg there. We'll let that cook, and potatoes and the sausage already pretty well cooked there. I will let that finish cooking for a couple more minutes, and then we shall eat. I think I have everything, not absolutely certain here. I have 2 eggs, I have 2 sausage links, I have a little bit of potatoes, not much. These are frozen potatoes that cost about $3.50 for whatever number of servings they have inside it, probably at least 10 servings. And got some toast here, and I also have a secret ingredient I will disclose at this time. In case you like ketchup with your eggs, you have some ketchup with your eggs. And we're also going to have the waffles. I'll put some syrup on them. And we'll talk a little bit about show business also, but I will tell you, the stove gets hot when you're cooking a breakfast like this. And be careful to not let the kids get too close to the stove or the sharp utensils. I want to put a potato on this sandwich. I'm going to have an egg sandwich with whole wheat bread, and let me put a little bit of ketchup on this. Hope all is going well for you and you're having a nice day. Spring is just around the corner, and that's my favorite season. I like April. A lot of wonderful things have happened for me in April, and including my beginning YouTube world of video. Here is an egg sandwich with a sausage link on it, and I'll give you a rundown of the prices here in a minute. Put that right in there. It is hot. I also have my 5-cent coffee today instead of root beer. I bought the instant coffee at Aldi. They have a lower price. The eggs came from Aldi, waffles came from Aldi, and ketchup came from Kroger, and the potatoes came from Kroger. That is good. This is a very good big breakfast. You'd probably pay around $10 for it at a restaurant. But you could make it at home for a lot less. Let me get my notes here. Where do I have? Okay, here's the sausage. 36 cents total for the 2 links, 18 cents each. That is good. 2 eggs comes to a total of about 82 cents. Potatoes, I might have 30 cents, 30 cents worth. Coffee, a nickel, dime. 2 waffles, 40 cents. Waffles at Aldi, you get a box of 10 for about $1.99, or 20 cents each. The total for this meal that I'm having is about $2.28. That's a bargain. I could add orange juice and still come in under $3. I don't use butter on my waffles. Egg yolk is good. Some of the people I've worked with, Nick Nolte and Raquel Welch in Cannery Row, we did a scene with Raquel Welch, and then she was fired from the movie, but she sued and she won millions of dollars. And we redid the scene with Deborah Winger, and they're all nice people. I enjoyed working with Raquel and Deborah. Nick Nolte was fine. That was done at MGM. Maybe I'll put in a picture of myself with a fellow named Phil and a lady named Claudia. We were working on Pennies from Heaven, but we went over to the set for Cannery Row. A big, strange-looking machine there. No complaints about the taste here. It does require cleaning up the pan that I fried this in. You can make eggs with microwave. And you could get a good tasting vegetarian sausage link that would be something to fix in the microwave. Eddie Murphy, I worked with him on Beverly Hills Cop, and also on 48 Hours with Nick Nolte. Eddie supposedly came in late most days, so they would give him an extra couple of hours early call time, knowing he would be late and would show up on time. Andy Griffith, worked with him on Matlock. He was nice. He had a very pleasant voice, just like what you hear in the movies or TV show. Good food, good food, good food, good food. We are lucky to have such good food at reasonable prices right now. It's too high priced. It did inflate rapidly. I won't get into any politics here. I'll just say you can eat a nice breakfast for $3 if you fix it at home. What do I eat next? Potatoes. Potatoes are sort of a flavored French fry. They're quite good. They come in the frozen food section at Kroger. I have no idea how much they cost right now. The best way to serve potatoes if you're cooking for a big family, get the 5-pound or 10-pound bag and just fix the potatoes individually as you need them for different meals. They will last for at least a week. How did I get to be so lucky? Art Carney, I worked with Art Carney on Going in Style. He was a pleasant person. We did some scenes inside and outside the Aladdin Hotel, and he was not hard to get along with at all. He was a very pleasant guy. He and George Burns. It's a good movie, Going in Style. I recommend it. The original. The remake missed a good opportunity. Put the sausage back up there and put some ketchup on this. I wonder who invented the ketchup recipe, and if the family gets any royalties. I don't think they would. Imagine how many times each day ketchup is served just in the United States. Ah, yes. Whole wheat bread. It's the expensive bread. It's $2.09 for a loaf, and I think that's about 14 slices. I don't like cheese on the egg and sausage breakfast. It's okay, but I prefer without the cheese. I hope life is treating you well. Main thing, take care of your health. The yolk is starting to run on this egg. Let's see who else we have here. Michelle Pfeiffer, worked with her on Grease 2. We were in a bowling alley. And I was the bowling alley manager or owner. Very nice people working on that show. Patricia Birch directed. She had done the choreography for Grease. Michelle Pfeiffer was very nice. She knew it was a good opportunity for her to get into films and be seen, and she had great talent. Adrian Zemed was wonderful to work with. All the young people on Grease 2 made it a delight just to be there. Good dancing. It was a big meal. This should be the last bite of the sausage, the eggs, and the whole wheat bread, which is whole wheat toast. Al Pacino. I worked with Al Pacino on Scarface. Restaurant scene. He's supposed to be drunk and obnoxious. Then he stayed in character between scenes. Al Pacino's a very good actor, but I wouldn't want to be around him very much unless he's playing the part of a fun person. There are several different people I've worked with who get into character, like Jim Carrey gets into character, and he stays that way even between takes when nobody's, like the camera's not running. He doesn't have to be in character then. But some actors do it that way. I liked working with Ernest Borgnine. Worked with him on Airwolf. He had won an Academy Award. He was just plain nice guy who laughed a lot and had fun on the set. Let me get my syrup. This would be my secret dessert, even though it's breakfast, we don't have dessert. I'll put some syrup on the waffles. As I said, this is a big breakfast, lots and lots of calories, lots of sugar. I've had these waffles before. For $1.99 you get 10 waffles, about 20 cents each. One of my favorite breakfasts. And you can just make a breakfast of waffles, have like 4 waffles. 2 waffles is considered a short stack. Very good. More coffee. For under $3, this is a very, very, very good breakfast. It has some nutritious value, like the eggs would have protein certainly. Waffles with sugar might not be too nutritious, but it sure tastes good. We're just about done here. Let's see who else we got here. Kurt Russell. Worked with him on Swing Shift, I think it was called. Very, very pleasant person, just like what you would expect. Let's see, what's this? Ed McMahon, I worked with him and Clara Peller on an episode of Amazing Stories. And Ed McMahon has the booming voice. It was a nice day. That was at Universal Studios. Steven Spielberg was a producer of Amazing Stories. I never did, as far as I know, I never saw Steven Spielberg. There's a possibility he visited the set of Twilight Zone, the movie, when I was there. That was a few days before the big accident. Who is this? Jackie Gleason, I worked with twice, and I saw him do a stage show one time. He was very nice, very energetic, very pleasant, very outgoing, easy to talk with. I worked with him in Smokey the Bandit 2, and Sting 2. I did get to take a picture with him. A little bit more coffee. And the last of the waffles. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for watching.